Have you ever put on a piece of clothing and felt like it was wearing you instead of the other way around? Sometimes, the wrong fashion choices, especially those inspired by cartoon characters, can completely overwhelm your natural beauty, making you look older or out of place. If you're a woman over 50, the prints and styles that once seemed fun and playful may no longer be flattering. You deserve to feel confident, elegant, and timeless. But how do you know which prints are holding you back? In today's video, we're diving into 12 fashionable cartoon-inspired prints that might not be the best fit for women over 50. If you've ever wondered why certain prints make you feel off or why your favorite designs don't look the same as they used to, this video will shed light on it. I'll guide you through the prints that are too bold, youthful, or overwhelming, and more importantly, I'll show you the chic, sophisticated alternatives that will enhance your natural beauty. You'll walk away with a clear understanding of which prints to avoid and what to embrace, ensuring that your wardrobe stays fresh, stylish, and effortlessly elegant. So, if you're ready to refine your style and avoid the fashion traps that might make you feel outdated or overwhelmed, keep watching. This is the style guide every woman over 50 needs. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. 1. Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty, the iconic little feline, is undeniably cute with its bold colors, oversized bow, and cheerful expression. But, let's be honest, as much as we adore the sweetness of her design, it might feel a bit too youthful for those of us who've experienced the richness of life and the layers of wisdom that come with it. For a more mature woman, the playful, almost childlike vibe of Hello Kitty doesn't quite mesh with the sophisticated, refined style that so often comes with age and experience. It's not that there's anything wrong with embracing a little fun and whimsy, but there's a time and place for everything. As we grow older, we often find ourselves gravitating toward pieces that reflect not just who we are in the moment, but the depth we've gained over the years, something more timeless, elegant, and, frankly, fitting for the woman we've become. Embracing maturity doesn't mean losing our sense of joy or personality, but rather expressing those things in ways that speak to a different level of style and self-assuredness. 2. Looney Tunes characters. Outfits inspired by iconic Looney Tunes characters, like Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, or Tweety Bird, may seem like a whimsical, fun choice for a costume, especially for a lighthearted event or a playful celebration. However, I can't help but feel that their bold prints and vibrant colors, though undoubtedly eye-catching, are better suited for a younger crowd. For women who seek a sense of timeless elegance in their wardrobe, these cartoon-inspired looks can often feel too playful and out of place. There's something truly special about choosing attire that evokes grace and sophistication rather than exuberant, childlike patterns. As we grow older, we often yearn for clothing that reflects maturity, confidence, and refinement. Styles that endure beyond fleeting trends. While I love the nostalgia that comes with these characters, I believe they are best left to the realm of costumes and special occasions, rather than everyday fashion choices. Fashion, after all, is about expressing who we are, and there's nothing wrong with embracing a wardrobe that embodies both timelessness and dignity. 3. Betty Boop. Betty Boop, with her timeless and iconic presence, certainly holds a special place in the hearts of many. Her exaggerated features, bubbly personality, and vintage cartoon style have undoubtedly contributed to her legendary status. But as much as Betty Boop represents a playful, nostalgic time in animation when it comes to using her as inspiration for fashion, it might feel like a stretch, especially for women over 50. For someone looking to embrace more refined, modern styles, Betty's larger-than-life, youthful aesthetic may come across as overly juvenile or even out of place. It's not that there's anything inherently wrong with her style. She's fun, bold, and unapologetically quirky. But as we age, we tend to crave sophistication and maturity in our fashion choices. There's a natural progression that comes with time, And as much as we cherish nostalgia, it's important to evolve, to feel connected to a wardrobe that empowers us to stand tall and confident in the now. Betty Boop's youthful energy might not always align with that deeper, more timeless elegance that many women over 50 yearn for as they embrace their grace and wisdom. At the end of the day, fashion should reflect who we are today, not just who we were yesterday. And while Betty Boop will forever hold a place in pop culture, it's okay to leave her behind in favor of something more reflective of the woman we've become. 4. Powerpuff Girls. The Powerpuff Girls, with their vibrant, eye-catching colors and bold, exaggerated designs, are a wonderful celebration of youthful energy and spirited fun. However, when it comes to choosing attire that feels more refined and appropriate for an older, more mature audience, this style may fall short. The playful, almost cartoonish nature of the bold prints and oversized features often leans heavily into the youthful side of things, emphasizing vibrancy, exuberance, and a sense of carefree adventure that is undeniably charming for younger generations. But for those of us who have lived through the many chapters of life, embracing more sophisticated and understated designs is not only a choice, it's a reflection of the depth, wisdom, and experiences that come with age. There's nothing wrong with enjoying a bit of nostalgia, of course, but as we grow older, we often find comfort in clothing that speaks to our maturity, our grace, and the elegance that we've earned over time. It's a beautiful reminder that our style evolves, just as we do. 5. Disney Princesses. Disney princesses have long held a special place in the hearts of audiences young and old. Iconic characters like Cinderella, Snow White, and Belle are timeless and have enchanted generations with their charm, grace, and fairy tale magic. However, as we grow older, it's important to recognize that these beloved characters were primarily designed with children in mind. The dreamy gowns, the sparkling accessories, and the bright, bold colors that are so magical on a young child can sometimes feel out of place for older women. There's something undeniably fun and nostalgic about dressing up as one of these princesses, and I fully understand the allure of channeling their whimsical and fairy tale essence. But as we age, our style tends to evolve. It becomes about embracing elegance, confidence, and a deeper sense of self. For many older women, outfits inspired by these princesses can feel overly playful and less sophisticated. The heavy use of glitter or vibrant hues, while joyful, can sometimes clash with the more refined aesthetics that come with age and experience. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. I believe that style should empower us to feel both comfortable and confident, which is why, personally, I would encourage women to explore other avenues that align more closely with their mature, evolved tastes. This doesn't mean we have to give up the magic of our youth. It simply means finding a balance between youthful fantasy and the grace that comes with age. 6. Spongebob Squarepants. Spongebob Squarepants, with its bright colors and playful, zany nature, undoubtedly captures the attention of younger audiences, drawing them into his whimsical world of laughter and fun. There's no denying that his character exudes a sense of joy and carefree energy that resonates with children, making him a beloved icon for a younger crowd. However, when it comes to women over 50, the appeal tends to shift in a different direction. The vibrant, loud colors and chaotic designs that are a hallmark of SpongeBob's world might not resonate in the same way. Instead, women in this age group often find themselves gravitating toward more refined, elegant styles, those that reflect a sense of sophistication, calm, and timeless beauty. There's something truly special about the subtlety and grace that many women over 50 seek in their surroundings and personal style. It's as though the years have led them to appreciate the deeper, more meaningful aspects of life, which can be easily drowned out by the flashing chaos that characters like SpongeBob bring to the table. While SpongeBob certainly has his place in pop culture, his loud, unpredictable nature simply doesn't match the serene and composed aesthetic that speaks to many women who have reached this point in their journey. 7. Minnie Mouse. Minnie Mouse, with her signature polka dots and oversized bow, is undeniably a beloved character from childhood memories. However, when it comes to women over 50, Her playful, cartoon-inspired attire can often feel a little too juvenile and out of place. While there's no denying that Minnie exudes a charm that appeals to younger audiences, for those who have experienced the richness of life, her bold, whimsical style can seem more fitting for a theme park than a refined wardrobe. As we age, our tastes evolve, and many of us begin to lean toward pieces that feel more timeless, sophisticated, and empowering. There's something deeply fulfilling about embracing styles that reflect our journey, our wisdom, strength, and individuality. While Minnie Mouse's cheerfulness can spark fond memories, it's hard to deny that her vibrant patterns and exaggerated accessories might not be the best representation of the confident, mature woman we've become. I believe that for those of us in our golden years, fashion should be an extension of our personal growth. Something that makes us feel not just cute, but powerful, elegant, and comfortable in our skin. Sometimes, less is more, and subtlety speaks volumes. Rather than opting for cartoonish prints, we can embrace colors, textures, and cuts that reflect the woman we are today. One who knows what she wants and isn't afraid to wear it proudly. After all, aging doesn't mean sacrificing style. It means finding the kind of beauty that feels like an expression of who you truly are. 8. Adventure Time characters. The whimsical, abstract world of Adventure Time may captivate younger generations with its eccentric charm and quirky characters, but let's be honest, it can be a real challenge for more mature women to embrace this look without feeling somewhat out of place. While the bold, colorful designs and playful energy of the show undoubtedly bring a sense of fun and youthful exuberance, they often clash with the more refined tastes and understated elegance that many older women naturally gravitate toward. It's hard not to feel that wearing something so fantastical and vibrant, designed with a cartoonish, outlandish vibe, might make one feel like they're stepping into a world that's just a little too far removed from their own. There's nothing wrong with fun and whimsy, and I believe there's a time and place for embracing a bit of youthful flair, but for those of us who have lived through decades of personal evolution, the reality is that the carefree, loud colors and exaggerated designs of Adventure Time don't always align with the more grounded, sophisticated aesthetic we might strive for as we age. It's about finding that balance, injecting playfulness into your wardrobe without compromising your sense of self and the refined persona you've developed over the years. I truly feel that fashion is an expression of who we are, and while we shouldn't shy away from exploring new things, we should also remain true to the timeless qualities that make us feel confident, comfortable, and grounded. 9. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fashion trend, with its bold and vibrant colors, may seem like a fun and nostalgic blast from the past, especially for those who grew up watching the animated series. However, as much as it might bring a smile and a sense of carefree youthful energy, it can feel out of place in more refined or sophisticated settings. The vibrant, cartoon-inspired motifs, often tied to the playful spirit of the TMNT characters, simply don't resonate with the timeless elegance that many older women gravitate toward. It's not that there's anything wrong with embracing one's inner child, but for older women who want to project a more graceful and polished image, the TMNT-inspired fashion could feel a bit too loud or juvenile. In my opinion, there's a certain beauty in embracing styles that reflect both maturity and confidence, and TMNT may not always be the best choice for that. It's about finding that balance, where boldness meets grace, and sometimes, we need to let go of trends that don't align with who we've become over the years. 10. The Simpsons. When you think of The Simpsons, the first thing that comes to mind is probably their vibrant, exaggerated personalities and their eye-catching, almost gaudy outfits. The characters are instantly recognizable, with their bold, cartoonish designs that can bring a smile to your face in the right context. But here's the thing, these bright, over-the-top appearances, while fun in a playful or nostalgic sense, don't necessarily align with the sophisticated, timeless aesthetic that many of us strive for when choosing elegant, refined clothing. It's almost as if the zany, larger-than-life qualities of these animated figures clash with the graceful, understated vibe we often want from our wardrobe choices. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. In my personal opinion, there's something to be said about the allure of simplicity, of clothing that feels ageless, and that can transcend trends. The characters of The Simpsons, with their vibrant colors and exaggerated features, are a stark contrast to that notion. They are undeniably fun and iconic, but for anyone searching for a wardrobe that speaks to timeless elegance and classic beauty, it can feel a bit like mixing oil with water. It's hard to imagine a sophisticated dress code that would comfortably pair with the cartoonish whimsy of Homer's bright yellow skin or Marge's towering blue hair. While I completely respect the nostalgic joy these characters bring, I don't think they align with the subtle elegance many of us aspire to in our fashion choices. They represent a world of fantasy, and while fantasy is magical in its way, it doesn't always translate to the timeless elegance that comes from more refined designs. 11. Rugrats. The designs from the Rugrats series, with their bright, playful colors and childlike charm, can bring a sense of nostalgia to many. I remember watching it as a kid, and those designs felt like a magical escape, bringing joy and innocence into my life. However, as much as I cherish those memories, I can't help but feel that these fun and whimsical patterns, while vibrant and full of energy, don't quite fit into the sophisticated, refined realm of adult fashion. There's something undeniably charming about the playful world of Rugrats, but as we grow older, we tend to seek a more polished, nuanced style that reflects our experiences and maturity. While those quirky designs may have been perfect for the carefree, joyful days of childhood, they just don't translate well into the wardrobe choices of someone who's trying to make a statement in the adult world. The colors, the bold shapes, the childlike designs, they may stir up warm, nostalgic feelings, but they don't always feel appropriate when it comes to expressing a more mature sense of self through fashion. It's about moving from that youthful whimsy to something that feels more aligned with who we are today, grounded in the wisdom that comes with age. 12. Flintstones. The Flintstones, despite being a beloved classic and a cornerstone of animation history, may not be the best choice for a woman over 50 who is seeking something more refined and sophisticated in her wardrobe. Their cartoon-inspired, Stone Age outfits, often drenched in bold primary colors, might feel a little too whimsical and playful, evoking a sense of youthful nostalgia. Yet, for someone who's lived through so many decades, a wardrobe should embody grace, timeless elegance, and a reflection of personal growth. As we mature, we often yearn for clothing that highlights the strength, poise, and wisdom we've gathered through the years, rather than the flashy, colorful tones of a cartoon past. There's a subtle beauty in choosing pieces that aren't just trendy or attention-grabbing, but ones that endure, making you feel not only beautiful but empowered. The Flintstones, in all their vibrancy, may be best suited for a time when carefree, playful designs felt appropriate. Now, as life brings us deeper into maturity, our fashion choices should match the dignified essence we've developed over the years. It's about moving beyond the flashy to embrace subtlety and grace. As we reflect on how our fashion choices evolve with time, it's clear that style, much like life itself, is about embracing change, growth, and wisdom. We move from playful, youthful designs to something more refined, elegant, and timeless. Just like the powerful journey we go through as we age. Every outfit we choose can be a reflection of the strength, resilience, and grace we've built throughout our lives. So, take a moment to think about the lessons we've discussed today. What have you learned so far? I'd love to hear your thoughts. What is one thing you've learned from this video that you're going to bring into your life moving forward? Drop a comment below and let me know. And if you found this video helpful or inspiring, don't forget to hit that like button, share with your friends, and of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel for more empowering content like this. Thank you so much for being here today.